Hello, ahoy there, it is me, Tiny Pirate, and we are back on for some more space exploration party time. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I should never do that again. So, it's not too long since I last streamed. I streamed last night, I'm streaming today. I've made a few small changes. So, on the surface, I've added more mines, basically. I've also doubled the crushing and processing of necrotite, because the washing part in particular was just like an enormous bottleneck. It was just taking pardon me, it was taking forever. So I actually really should have did the crushing and the washing first and then shipped it all off to several powder making factories, because that takes a lifetime. I also discovered a traffic jam, so that was the reason we had to keep adding trains, because in the north of the map there was honestly maybe 50 trains that were all blocked up, mostly because one of the exits for a station didn't work, and then there was that happened in two locations, and that caused essentially a massive backlog. So that was pretty sad and depressing, but we move on, we get better. I'm just going to keep an eye. If you don't know, then the Artemis spaceship on the SLS will launch hopefully in the next hour or two. We shall see. So we should definitely keep an eye on that. Our brethren flying around in space. But meanwhile, I just wanted to pop over here and prepare ourselves for Deep Space Science 3, because everything is sort of on the cards. We can do stuff. I have got the well, what is going on? There's various things going on. I don't want to do that, because then it's going to get confused again, and that's going to be a pain. So we'll do it like this. You're going to be Deep Space 3, I don't know, 5,000 or whatever we normally put in there. Yeah. Now we've got to figure out where to jam this in. I sort of think I can do something here, but I just haven't decided what yet. So if I mean, I could do something kind of weird. I was going to cut this off to prevent all kinds of nonsense. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. We're just going to have a very simple and come here, which then leaves us with the job of taking this one along here, and then we have to set up the plumbing for it as well. So no, it's going to be like this. No, it's not. Oh, come here. Eek. Alright, do that. So go this way. And then along the way, we will... It's not even far enough over like that, is it? Ugh. Yes. Ugh. Okay, it's a tough job being science expert. Bam. And bam. That can all get out of my inventory. So that is... yeah, that's going to do the trick. That's actually going to work really well. So what we can do here is Science 1. Oh, did we not fix this? Is this why things have been a little slower? Oh, so it is. No wonder Science 2's been like just a bit slower. Because we were only using like the front row of science modules to move science around. So there we go, we come back here, boop, 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 and we still crank through a lot of science even with that. So if you've noticed, I'm using these filter inserters, and the reason is that because I literally have science coming from the front, the back, top, bottom, left, right, if I just use the normal green inserters back and forth, everything just constantly moves in a weird way. It just does my head in. It's very confusing. So, okay, we need to connect this up. Get some junk out of our inventory. Got extra fuel being made as well. It's very exciting. Let's have a look at the surface. How is it going down there? So, oh yeah, wow, that's actually slightly backed up. That's actually really, really good. So over here we have, oh, this has still got some, it's crunching. All 4 stations are due powder, which is amazing. Cranking. Plate is cranking. Acid is still coming out, which is good. That's the thing I'm most worried about running out of. Down here we've set up, and you see we're near depots as well because these are such high volume areas. Down here we have set up a whole new cranking area, which is going well. 2 landing vessels there already in, and further down we have set this one up, and almost certainly they're going back. They're going back and forth. There will be stuff there. So one of the nice things is I've got a whole ton more fuel being made. I basically double the amount of fuel. Why is that? Looks weird. What? No, that seems all right. Whatever. Everything still seems to work. And so we do kind of have the option of building space transport belts, and I think maybe we'll crank that one. I don't actually know what I want to do with them though. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I'll get the recipe. Where would I use them? Why would I use them? Is there anything that I could possibly want to do that requires faster than the space belts at this point in the game? And I can't really see it. No, actually, I literally can't think of a reason I would ever use them at this point. I mean, they're pretty, which is nice. They can have them as different colors. But other than that, I'm not sure. It looks like we've managed to control our petroleum spend, or at least things are working again. Having all the trains not entirely backed up has meant that down on the planet everything's running really well. I wouldn't be surprised if we have an enormous pile of trains just jamming everything, trying to get back into depots. In fact, I should check that. No, the depots are not crazy full. So up here is new coal, new copper, new coal, and then we've got more stuff to come down here, more iron. Iron was a bit low, so we've set up a couple of new iron locations, but yeah, that's fine. So let's have a look. What else? These require the 3s, which we don't have. I do not need the infinity sciences. Do I care? I might as well get life support 4. Okay. Don't really want to use it, but that's fine. We'll just want all the tech. We've got to unlock everything, right? Let's keep going. The frame rate now, or the UPS FPS, is pretty solidly hanging low 20s. So I'm hoping we can get on with things before we just crunch the game into oblivion. What else is there to look at? Nothing really worthwhile. So let's have a look at making... Oh, what have we got here? Oh yeah, so that requires weird things. So this one, for example, what does this one do? This one does 400%, 800%. Do I care about more life support? No, not for the building of that. Now the belts... Oh, now I've just complicated all my... So the basic belt requires black, deep space, speed 64 items, white and yellow deep space belt. 64 items a second versus 45. I mean, these go a lot further. That's the other thing. The other nice thing, they just move stuff across further greater distances. But I mean, let's have a look at that underground. Naquium cubes? You've got to be kidding me. I want to see the player who's able to generate enough Naquium cubes to fit out a base with those. Like, that's pretty hard going. So as you can see, we've got a second loading site. So this is our first loading site for Necrotite. Oh, cool. Why are you not traveling? What? What are you missing? 49k. That charge is only not 50%. Ooh, are we actually? Ooh, okay. What is draining everything? So actually, I just need to park myself here. What is draining everything? So thinking, is it this lot? So this is our new stack of fuel production. Maybe we have been too careless with power. What is particle accelerators? Yeah, that's fair. They generate a lot. Where are all my particle accelerators? Particle collider? But none of them are cranking. Yeah, well, I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much right now. We've got a lot of resources flowing. Whatever is causing that buffer will probably drop away as production catches up. So I expect that all to be fine. I do have some production or, modules on me to help, but these aren't running, so there's not much point. What I would like to introduce now is Science 3. Just parky there. So what does that even look like? Is it going to be something like that? I'm just going to presume it's going to be something like that. Now that's the Naquium cubes going there for 2. These need to be, before I forget, they need to be for 3. The last time I did this, I actually forgot to change all the ingredients around. So the Naquium tesseracts, that's a whole thing. But what I can, do I have a slightly cooler one? Yes, I do. These are just such an insanely resource annoying thing to do. Bring me 256 of these. Stick them on there, okay? We'll just jam them straight in. You need to be 3. And you also, well, you need to be 3. There's a whitelist, blacklist thing going on here, so I don't want to mess with it. I'm just going to change them all individually. 3s. 3s. That goes that way, that goes that way. You also want lots of cool fluids, so let's bring the coolant down. Which one even is the coolant line? That's this one here. Okay, that's the coolant line. Why have we got this weird hinky, weird gel thing? Okay, cool. Well, we'll do it like this. Gel. Oh, trust you to be in the way. Go park yourself over here. Gel and coolant. We need these to come in under this. It's going to bring in the 2s and crate some of them. Why are you not working? Oh, G-Space catalogs. Yeah, the general fun that is getting enough catalogs going. So that's the one. So what are you short of? Why aren't you all backed up? You're short of Naquium plate. Yes, that is fair. that's completely fair as well. So we can't get one lot without the other lot. So these are the two places that I do actually want. Quest priority 22. So there's two sites that are pulling them in: our science production and our and here science 3s. So we got that. That's gonna have to be such a challenging amount to bring in is the only problem. Like, we've got our very small line of catalogs, being a small factory of them basically, and I do not know when we'll ever get to this number. Now in this case, this one went... this one went underneath. No, this one went on top. Yeah, we'll do it on top too. No. No. Have we had an Artemis stream launch? Oh, now, is it delaying? It says 30 minutes now. I'm very sad. So that's that one, no, that one in theory, and now we just need these bad boys here. So they come in. Yeah, okay, whatevs. I'll send these this way. These things just come straight into here, and the coolant comes like this, and wham. So that's all we need for the threes. Oh yeah, it's already loaded with an acrotite. What kind of risk? It produces 6 for one tesseract. I mean, that's not too crazy. Okay, and wow. How many is on the way? 347. Okay, there's a fair number there that we've made already, but it's not exactly rocket science there. How are we looking on power? Says the guy who just dumped all of that in. Where are the particle accelerators? Are they here? Yes, they are. Ooh. Plasma generators, particle accelerator. Yeah, I need to go through and just help those along a bit, I think, with some less speed, more energy reduction. Are they actually wired in? Yes, it is. Okay. Are these? No, these are not particle accelerators. They're particle colliders, aren't they? So it's... yeah, slow down. So it's really the accelerators that are causing us the most grief. How many of them do we have? Goodness only knows. If only I could find them. Maybe we'll just do like the bottom rung. Do we have 9s? What I think we do, because I'm pretty sure we brought them back. No? Alright, never mind. Let's... they? They do that job. They don't do that job. They do... Oh, this job over here as well. Ugh. No, come here. But they do make our proton stream, and that's the reason why, because they make our fuel, basically. They're the key component in our fuel production. No, they make the blue stuff, not the red stuff. I'm confused. I thought I had whole chests of this. Maybe I've only got the 6s. Yeah, looks like it. I'm basically going to have to have a little look around and just see if I can just reduce things a little bit. I don't suspect... this is just annoying. Oh, well, finally. Oh, look. Since we started adding things in. Flat solar panels are tapped out. I mean, the obvious thing to do is to just add more solar panels up here, which I will complete, but not online because it's going to slow everything down. So I think it's time to go and have a bit of a squiz at our production of science. How are these looking? Oh, your batteries are so low. No, your steam is so low. Oh, because the power is low, so of course the steam dropped. So now they're charging plenty of fuel though. So the fuel backlog should ease. Man, look at those trains. That's a train backlog issue there. That's a bit terrible. I'm hoping that will ease. Ships are coming and going. Actually, did this one leave? I think this one did leave. Yeah, it did leave, and it went and picked up some more arcospheres. I mean, I only send out 10 at a time because they're such a drain. There's so much, yeah, there's so much fuel and what have you. There's so much antimatter to make the arcosphere collectors because they require that antimatter fuel. Alright, so here's our little antimatter build. It's still cranking away. As you can see, we're hovering around 140 balls, arcospheres, in the network at a time. The rest of them are in chests here or in the machines themselves. So we cleared heaps, to be honest. I'm wondering if we could do with another one of these. Ah, it's actually backed up because the chest is backed up. Why are you not emptying that chest, minions? Oh, because this chest is backed up. Alright, well, fair enough. I guess there's no point in making more than is required. However... I'm pretty sure I'll always require more. Just put that there. Is that chest emptying now? I don't like things being trapped in there, so what I'm inclined to do is to say not tesseracts can go in this box. White blacklist, not tesseracts can go in this box. Not tesseracts. Okay, cool. So we're always going to guarantee we empty them out, which generally seems like a good idea. And it can't even empty the tesseracts out of itself. So, but at least we're getting rid of the balls. They're getting back into the network, which will push this number more reasonably. Do we have enough drones in here? 350, and there's only, yeah, not enough of them are working, so it's only 40 or 50 of them working at a time. Okay, so that's fine. So they're busy working away. Down here, we have had science come in. Some more than others, but it is there. So how far away are we from an actual payload? This was clearing some junk. So far. Yeah, I'm just drained one whole side, and I'll go put it in, because each one of those, I mean, that's like 500 science there or something, and it won't move till we get, that train won't move from that location till we get like 4,000 science, essentially. I'm getting fairly close to planning to duplicate that science line. I don't think we'll have problems if we do that. I don't think. Hope not. Last time everything started getting out of whack because there weren't enough arcospheres, and so they kept running folding of arcospheres, even though some the arcospheres were just in boxes that the maths couldn't see, and that caused weird issues. It's a long story, but yeah. These seem fine. Come on, where's our power? Oof. Game is slow right now. 20. But we're so close. We're so close to getting the science we want. Here we go. You know what? We want this to be maximum. What is even this requesting? We don't have the basics. That being said, I don't mind just doing that, getting the stuff out of my inventory. And that will at least populate some stuff. Do we have... Yeah, we still need to keep these little buffers here. So science 1 goes into a box. Science 2 in theory goes into a box, but we've drained it all out. And then science 3. So what are you missing? Just plate. Okay, and you're missing... You actually have tons of cubes, which is just wildly impressive. They're just backed up. And you have just heaps of those. Where are you? Why are you guys just flying back and forth? Okay, fine. So they're flowing. Over here is the next... What's complaining? Now this... I don't trust it now. There's no way there's that many trains lost. If there are, that's fine if we're that short. Look at this stuff over here. We've just completely decimated the ore fields of this planet. No, I don't see any backed up trains. Oh! That would make things weird and slow. No, so yeah, all up here was completely jammed, but I cleared it out. I had to clear it out kind of manually. I couldn't go around picking the trains up because it does cause issues. No, they're basically fine here. Yeah, that's loading. That's good. How's this production over here? Moving. Excellent. So we're going to get some more plate soon. We've got another 10,000 coming up. But this is a kind of a slow process. Especially the way I've done it, unfortunately, just because the washing is about half the speed of the rest of it, which is a bit sad. And this is so low stack that the trains have trouble. They only can carry about 800 at a time, so it's quite a low stack issue. I almost arguably should have just belted the whole lot, just devoted 4 or 5 grids and just done it in massive belt. But you know, you live and learn. I don't feel like redoing it. Now, why are you not giving me what we want? You are short on Naquium structure. That'll be plate, won't it? Naquium structural, Naquium energy. I think that's it. Yeah, moon data we have heaps of because we fly out and get it. Naquium structural and Naquium energy structural. What do you need and what do you not got? Not got plate. No, ingots. Oh, are these the two ingot? Naquium structural, Naquium energy. They could be the two ingot techs. Where are you? My eyes are deceiving me. No. No, no. No, no, no. It was... Gosh. Really? Did I get that right? Really confused. What am I missing here? Oh no, you're completely backed up with science. Good. Oh, and I should add the tags just to remind me how far I've got. 2 and 3. And we must quest for the right science logo. So that needs the... Oh, here it is. What am I doing? Oof. What are you missing? No. Ingots. Okay, well, that's easy. What are you doing? Well, that's going to come through. How much are you bringing up at a time? 1.5k. Slow. Can we put a priority on this for a while? No, you really can't. Oh, that actually looked like it was... Is it? Nope, just an ore. Look at all these trains. This is just way too many trains in one area. I should have spread the production a bit. And the ingots... It's just a slow process. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to wait for that one. That's very frustrating. I probably should be careful not to use too much Naquium. So we need plate in here. We have the catalogs, we just need the plate. This place needs the catalogs. Actually, the deep space too. Do we... What are that? Which ones? That was 1. 2's here. 2's only missing. Squiggly singularity. Oh, it actually is only missing singularity. So singularity we saw. No. Here. So what are you missing in particular? Oh, you're missing the cubes. Of course you are. So... It's a lot of making of stuff. Can we just reduce the demand here a little? And reduce the orders here? That's all fine. I think that'll help. Science is still moving here, and we have enough of the basics of the sciences. Basically, that's fine. We can let this stock pile up, which it's basically done. So these will start to stockpile, which will slow down the Naquium. Yeah, they're basically stockpiled. Arguably. Where do you even take this stuff, pal? Okay, whatever. So yeah, that'll slow that down. Oh good, all these science ships have gone. I think that's good. They're quite a drain as well, but we are using that stuff. So these are in. Yeah, we've replaced those. Getting very high again. But that initial surge, I think, of production gas requirements have been eased now by the more consistent throughput. Oh, okay, very annoying sound. 2.3. What? Nalvis, you're complaining again? 10k, 7k. Okay. I don't see it. Oh my goodness, that is so annoying. Okay. So, I'm not sure I see much we can do at present. The thing this one needs now is the next tier of science backup, and the thing this one needs is the catalogs, and the catalogs require more cubes. And the cubes, and we need cubes and ingots, and the cubes require. I mean, maybe I can just jam some more. Yeah, we can maybe order some more plate, put it on a higher priority again. It is already on a high priority. Yeah, so that'll hopefully pull it in. I feel like we're so close to getting Deep Space Science 3. We just need these throughput things to change, and I'm not sure I can fix them myself. We've gone and visited, in the last episode, we visited a bunch of artifact locations and pulled out all of their artifacts, which are just speed modules, efficiency module 9s, which we do have. So I'm a little unsure what we should do. What are you doing there? A little unsure what we should do to make that better, faster, or anything. I don't know what else the artifacts can do for us, really. I feel like the artifacts, I've heard there's a puzzle, but I just haven't seen any clues that would indicate what that puzzle is. It could be that I have to go further afield, but that would involve sitting in the ship for a long time, which might be even more dry than watching me just fly around this massive base. I just need these ships to come up. Where are they? Come here. Well, I mean, this one's going to come up, which is grand. This one's really loading. I mean, it's doing really well. I feel like a brief priority order here would be good, just to get things moving. This should be enough to... Yeah, this will be enough to send this ship up. There it goes. Whomp. It departs. This one can take a few. So I wonder what, if we look at the Universe Explorer, if we look for moons, taking off our spaceships, are there asteroids which have... No, none of them do. If there... What do we want this for? No, I want all the planets out there. Delta V from Nalvis orbit. So where can I... We start with them from smallest. We've been here, we've been there. 160,000. Now I can go there. How many more are there? There are quite a few. It's not too far. There are quite a few, but I just don't know the value of hitting there. That's my only problem. Like, I just don't know if it's even really worth going there. I have yet to be convinced. Now, I should check all of the ships to make sure that they are behaving and they aren't stuck. Okay. Good, you're loading cryonite. Have you drained this? No, it's well easily keeping up. Cryonite slush moves very slowly, I think. You're there, you're docked. You're here. How are you going? Have you brought it? Another two. Two only. I think we should stop sending... where are you? Stop sending these probes out. They're really expensive. And if we get 2 arcospheres off 10 launches... Oh, there's 3 in here, 3 here. Maybe we'll get 5 or 6. I think there are better places. We can probably go to our little independent stations that we've set up. So these are still cranking away. Yeah, they're doing their job. That's all expected and planned for. So that's good. The rampant AI is flying. Still don't have enough names for them. No one in chat ever suggests names. It's really sad, except with these two. Rampant AI and Overkill's underrated. The rest of them just sit on default names until someone names them. Viper. What's wrong with you? Where are you? Oh, that's right. Okay. Sometimes we get them where they're not, for some reason, draining all the liquids out, and it causes issues. So when we force them out, hopefully that gives us enough... Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn this one around. Now this orbit, engage. Yeah, turn around and go home. Lose all that water. Okay. That... Are we seeing enough? Is there water being drained, all of these? Do we have some water backlog issues? No. 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 That's still fine. Okay, so for some reason that one has definitely got stuck. And those are all fine too. Okay, good. So I'm quite pleased those ships are actually fully operating nicely. Here we go. This is actually starting to fill up for the first time in forever. 2.5k. What are we looking at here? Oh, it still hasn't filled the other one. Okay, yeah, load that bad boy up. There's plenty of plate kicking around. That's loading, so I'm expecting... Yeah, here we'll get a shipment soon, which will help. But, you know, I suspect at this rate, I'm not actually sure we're going to see. Still 30 minutes away from launching Artemis, if we're lucky, or from the stream starting. That feels like they've got some issues. Yeah, I still think we're a little bit away from watching Deep Space Science 3 come through, which is frustrating. Is there anything else that we explicitly need to worry about making? Do I have all the pipes I want? Yes. I've been thinking about more fluid ships, but I remain unconvinced. What is happening here? Shortage of coolant. What kind of problem is this? Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button because I can't see it. Okay, I see pretty happy fluid. Pretty happy. Why can you not evacuate? Yeah. There's a bit of an issue where we can't just pull the cool fluid out of the network fast enough. I'm a little unsure what to do about it. Except to jam it straight back in there. Which would speed things up a little, I think. Yeah, maybe we'll give that a go. The coolant loop can be a real pain. Is this done? Oh yeah, this is. I actually set up this because we had this massive pile. It actually hasn't. Huh. It's not absorbing any more water. That's peculiar. Electricity demand. Is there any steam in there? No. I had this set up because we'd stored all the steam and I felt well, it was a bit of a waste to leave it, so I was hoping it would be a useful buffer, but I think the 2 gigawatts it produces as an emergency power surge thing wasn't enough to keep up with the demand we had there for a period. Yeah, ships, you're draining all your water. Oh, you've got tons of water. What is going on? Is there's no steam? Oh. Why? It's just demand. Can we just get a little bit more in here? Oh, well. No. Okay. Right, just anything to give it a little hand at this point. Should have given myself a bit more room, but oh well. The ships are perhaps moving back and forth a bit more than I originally expected. So let's find that coolant spot. Where was I going? I'm going over here. That's right. We'll see if we can jam more coolant in the network. So if the bottleneck really is on the output here, it would make sense that we can... Yeah, it really is. It would make sense that we could just jam the hot fluid in from the side like this. Is that actually helping? Okay, so now the cold thermal fluid has trouble getting out, which is fine. And you have trouble... I think in some ways there's a prioritization issue where I should... on this one, not really, prioritization is not quite the right word, but there's so much fluid going through that it's not doing its job fast enough. Oh, there we go. Like, maybe we just do that and just help jam that in, and maybe here we give it another little outlet, its own personal drain, which will push that out. Fluids there. Okay, now one of the things I should do is we've been running for a little while some thermofluid production. It's time to turn that off, and hopefully we're not overloaded the network with fluid. You can underload it and you can overload it. There's a pretty big sort of mix of sweet spots. Okay, that's happy. And one of the dumb things is just how like backed up this stuff gets trying to fill. Yeah, because look, almost full, and then all the way down here. It's kind of my own stupid fault for building these long blocks, because it's not the best way of doing it, I don't think. I think I want to push this out this way. Actually, you know what? Let's push this one out over here. Ba-dam. There's a bunch of fluid. Flow, flow, flow. Coolant, coolant, coolant. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah, I see. Okay. Okay, that works. I think I see happy all round. That's really poor. I kind of one of the things that does bug me. It's the one thing that bugs me the most in Factorio building is the fluid dynamics on petrol tanks. They just don't fill in a way that feels right. They're just too slow. And it just slows everything down. If you direct pump them, if you use pumps, you're quicker. But if you want to have like an array of storage, like a whole pile of it, then you really struggle. And I don't really know why that's done that way. How are you looking? 4.5k. Still loading. This is just so painful. It's possible that vehicle has been waiting there for many hours, and the plate carrying keeps stealing all the naquitite. So we'll leave it on that priority for a while. Gas is there, coolant is there, fluid is fine. Why are you not running? Why are you not running? Coolant. Alright. It's another coolant output is required. Okay, we can do that. We know how to do that. That's easy. Okay, coolant. Come here. Don't go here. You're too cool for that, coolant. You go here, which is the way better place for all your favorite coolant parties. Yoink. So yeah, now they're all working. Happy, happy, happy. The top ones are all done. Let us actually take the bottom ones too. Yeah. Now that should be all three once it works through the backlog. Oh, priority. We need to priority to this because fuel is what the whole system survives on. If we don't push this liquid out, then we don't get fuel, and if you don't get fuel, we don't get resources, and then it's just sad times. Yeah, it's kind of working. It's a bit cleaner now. We're seeing fuel. Yeah. Okay, that's happy. And our train station, I'm looking at the train station on the map, and it's so backed up in this area. I probably... We do a depot every 4. I mean, arguably I should get another depot here, but I almost wonder if it needs another one a bit closer. So science production here is ticking along very nicely. I cannot afford to put in any more because we don't have the throughput. I don't think we have the throughput on naquitite. I mean, it doesn't... Does it use a lot? Not really. But I already have the catalogs I want. It's not. This is not the place which is slowing me down. So I shouldn't pull stuff from here. Quite pleased with the ball juggling here, so to speak. I think this works quite well. Currently sitting on around 150. Here we go. We've got. Ta-da! We've got some more balls. What did we even get? They've taken them already. It will be. Oh, have they already done it? It's possible. Yeah, they must have. Oh, what are you so low on? Oh, just electricity. Yeah, we just send this one. This is only electricity batteries. Basically battery powered ship. And it needs electricity at each end to charge it up again. Which the other ships usually do, which is quite convenient. So the Arcasies would come here, get polarized. What are we looking at in general hovering in there? 20 at any one time. The rest of them in the production chests. That kind of works for me. 222. They're basically completely jammed. That one cube is confusing me, so we'll take it out. Okay, yeah, that's all just... That's working really well. Oh, ship came. Yeah, I think we're kind of in a waiting game, which might mean that it's time to go and do something else for a bit. So, you know, the ingots come through. This is a slow process too. We're loading this up. We're now... Okay, so we're now starting to clear this one up. But there's about only 400 ingots a time or something get loaded. No, it's a bit more than that, but it's still... It's 880? No, 800. It's pretty slow. So I think, you know what, I think it's probably time that I come back and, or go away and come back. And we'll have a look at what we're going to get in the next episode. So in the next episode, we're going to be able to pick up, and I'll probably just leave the game running until we actually accumulate some science. We're going to be able to get some Nequium processors, which we can build in the new location, down with all our other tesseracts and what have you. We'll be able to increase the size of spaceships by another 500, which is pretty sweet. And then, what does this even do? Shooting speed, just shooting range. Just don't care about any of this anymore. What does this do? A device can be activated in a spaceship, moving in intel space, generate data, and with additional technology, can activate a space distortion field, which is a thing we have to worry about at some point. 20 Nequium tesseracts and a Nequium processor. That's actually not too bad. We can make a couple of those. Only functions on a moving spaceship. Energy use is proportional to speed. Can gain data from interstellar movement. Data generation is based on ship kinetic energy. The Nexus is designed to act as a distortion drive, and with the right technology can enable escape from local stellar cluster. So that's how we exit the game. Arcalink. It's a container link by exchanging dimensional space to other containers. The links of the container depend on the surface it's placed on. 10 Arcosphere lambdas. Wow. 10 self-sealing gels. I mean, I guess we want to figure out what that is and probably use it. Data formatting. Data supercomputer. Oh, that is insane. Why would you build that? 42 Nequium processors. Like, man, that... Okay, yeah, sure, you can build... That seems insane. Why would you build that? Even more spaceship stuff. That's cool. Teleportation. Unlocks teleportation. It's a gateway to other technologies. So, oh, this one is... Oh... Arcalink storage. Okay, so... What? Oh, so you got to do teleportation first, and then after teleportation, it's in the same tier of stuff you can learn Arcalink storage. And then there's a fourth suit, which is pretty pointless for us right now. And then there is Space Catalog, Space Science Pack, and the Science Pack is comprised... This is comprised of this data. So this is generated in the Nexus. Let's have a look at the final recipes. It's kind of a good little thing. The final recipes are flying around in the spaceship with the Nexus. A bunch of data. That's really easy, relatively speaking. A bunch of bits and bobs from different bits and bobs. Yeah, that's not too hard either. We can do that already. And really expensive product makes 50. Wow, okay, that's pretty easy. That's really easy. The Nequium processors needs a tesseract and a quantum processor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So actually I don't feel too intimidated by those sciences, to be perfectly frank. They don't seem that bad. Makes that requires Nequium processors, and then the spaceship Victory is 10,000 of these. So distortion. So the effect is this process must be actively running to activate the Nexus. It uses 6 gigawatts when at critical speeds. You've got to travel for 10 minutes at massive power drainage at a fast speed. 250 speed. Actually, we can do that already. I mean, obviously we have a design for that, but it wouldn't fit all that stuff in and all that power generation, but that's doable. The 10,000 science is going to be tough. It's easy for these. these are basically all, we've got like 10,000 of them just lying around, easy peasy. The 10,000 science pack Deep Space 4s is a bit of a challenge. I think one of the things we should immediately do once we have got the Nexus and possibly these things for fun. Oh god, 10,000. Do we want these? I mean, I might look into them. It's just I feel like I should finish the game fairly soon. But I think as soon as we've got this and we're able to get to building the bigger ship and then the spaceship Victory, we should turn off the inputs on the other sciences, especially the space sciences, because we don't want to drain away the tesseracts or the cubes or the necrotite, all of that stuff. Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense. That makes sense to me. It seems like we should work towards, pretty steadily towards, getting the science. Actually, science 4. So you get 8 science packs per set. So in 10,000, we're going to have to make 1,000 something. Maybe let's say 1,500 odd. No, 1,200. No, that's going to be wrong. Times 8. Yeah, that's about right. For 1,300-ish. So 1,300-ish runs of Deep Space Science Pack plus the other ones involves. Oh, that's a ton of Deep Space Science 3. What am I saying? We're going to have to do all of them, aren't we? Which gives us also tons of Nequium. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. I wonder what everyone else does who doesn't have a mega base, because I think this base can sustain it. Like, it won't do it mega quick, but it will get there. I suspect they just wait. That's my hunch. That's a lot of waiting. But you know what? I'm tired of waiting for this. I think we just have to accept the fact that this is going to take its own little sweet time. It's getting there, but it is going to take its while. So while it does that, I think I am going to ponder how to increase the throughput here. Oh. How can we increase the throughput here? Where are all of our shuttles? Like, they're all there waiting. Are all the ships away? I suspect they're all away. Oh, where are you doing? Oh, you're just taking off. Okay, cool. No wonder you weren't on the list. You're too chronically low on steam, aren't you? Can you make it home? I think we're just going to send you home now. No, now absorb it. Go, and you should be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Here we go. I think we'll... Why are you all so low on steam? You just didn't stock up, but you have plenty to get home. Okay, confusing me. I think we have enough necrotite to pull off this job between these different planets. I think we'll be okay. That being said, I'm wondering, do we need another outpost? Yeah, these are big questions, and if you have any good ideas, let me know. It's gonna bother me for a while. Just how to increase this throughput, get everything moving faster. The bottleneck I feel is necrotite. I don't know if we just take it right down to the surface or if we start processing it in space. Like, we could do that. It's a bit wasteful. I mean, what would it be? I mean, mechanical facility, decontamination facility, and it's going to use quite a lot of water, and then it produces water, consumes 4, produces 2. I could do that. Sort of thinking about it would save us a bunch of fuel. Like, actually, a reasonable amount of fuel to do that. Well, I would probably want to go set up a whole new necrotite production facility somewhere. Because right now, like, we're struggling really to get the throughput, which means getting to 10,000 science is going to take us forever. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is it time? I mean, drop a comment on the video. Is it time to establish a second base? I would have to choose turn off spaceships. No, turn on fields, turn off spaceships. Primary resource, necrotite. So distance 28,000 isn't too bad. 81,000 is insane. 18,000 is where we've been. 165,000. There are easier ways to get to these via a place called the Anomaly. That's 15,000, 60,000. So dark assemblage is 18,000. If we put the Anomaly in, the Anomaly is always 18,000 away. Sands of Time. Dark assemblage is 18,000 away. But then we have to go 18,000 to that, and then 18,000 back again, which I don't like. Like, which of these is furthest away? Stardust, 81,000. Sands of Time, 28. 60. 51. No, they're primarily other stuff. Sands of Time. So this is where we've got a little outpost that's been doing a little bit of arcosphere. Sands of Time. Arcosphere generation for us. But what I don't see is these promised necrotite stores. If I can find a large store of necrotite, it would be worth building a another ship like the one we have, our main ship, to travel back and forth. Our ship with the nuclear reactor, with the antimatter reactor, is very reliable. It could definitely do this trip. Any of these trips back and forth at pretty high speed. Get 2 or 3 of them running, and just... Oh, there's some. I mean, I need to see millions to be interested in setting up an outpost. I don't know if we just got lucky on the first place we visited, or if millions is, like, common. Oh, come on, what have we got? Like, a tiny amount. 35k, 8.3k. You can't do anything with that amount. Yeah, I'm really thinking that I need to do on-site necrotite production. I think sending it down to the surface has slowed everything down quite a bit, so we can take the on-site one pretty carefully, and I think I'll probably just belt it straight off the revised ships from a revised outpost. So a new outpost, whole new outpost, straight off the ships, onto belts, into its own dedicated production thing. Won't touch the train till it's a finished product. I think that'll speed things up. That'd be kind of fun. But I have to be able to find somewhere. This is kind of annoying. What am I looking at here? Like, where? Like, how big are these fields? Now, that's a job for me to do, probably off air, really. So I hope you'll stick around. I will catch you all again some other time. And keep an eye on the NASA Artemis launch, which apparently is perpetually 30 minutes away. It's now being pushed out, yeah, longer. God, I hope that blooming thing goes up. So until, hey, a very small patch. That's not that great. What is it looking at? Oh, 5 million. That's actually not too bad at all. But yeah, I think we'll check this out in the next episode. Until then, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. I will catch you soon. Goodbye.